Hey guys, Noob here. I have another top 10 video for you. Actually, it's more of a top 12 video for you because what I'm doing is I am picking my favorite Pokemon and favorite legendary from each generation. So 6 generations means 2 Pokemon per generation, which means 12 Pokemon. So I know it's not a top 10 video, but, you know, a couple extra Pokemon, a little more love. So, Gen 1, my favorite Pokemon for Gen 1 is Arcanine. I really like Arcanine and Ninetales, but Arcanine is my favorite for Gen 1, and I think I've mentioned before that I had a whole bunch of those little figures, like the little 2-inch figures. And of the like 50 of them I had, I still actually have the Arcanine and Ninetales sitting on a shelf in my kitchen. And I absolutely love Arcanine. He's both fierce and beautiful. And I've always just really liked Arcanine. Then Articuno is my favorite legendary for Gen 1. Now, honestly, I had to kind of pick and choose between Mew and Articuno, but I honestly think Articuno is a Pokemon I like more than Mew. Once again, Articuno is a beautiful Pokemon. I like either pretty or cute things, and this was more of a Articuno is beautiful, and then you have Mew that's so cute. But due to the simplicity of Mew's character design, and also the memories I have of Articuno and Pokemon Snap, I went ahead and chose Articuno. Alright, Gen 2, my regular favorite Pokemon is Gyarados. I hate bugs, but there are several of the bug type Pokemon that I really do like, and Gyarados is one I've liked for a long time. I really like Spinarak, and when I saw that Spinarak evolved into Gyarados, I really liked the look of Gyarados a lot more. I liked just the way the colors play on each other, and I had a little figure for Gyarados and Spinarak as well. So just little nostalgia sort of things, and this is a really nice picture. I was searching for a picture I'd want to use, and I really like this picture of Gyarados, so whoever made it did awesome. Favorite legendary for Gen 2, of course, is Celebi. Celebi was on my cutest Pokemon list and my favorite legendary for my Pokemon Tags video. And I love the Pokemon Forever movie, and Celebi and Suicune are both in that, and I mean, they're really close together on ones I like for Gen 2, but because Celebi is my favorite legendary overall, that's why I went ahead and chose Celebi. Now, this is probably my favorite Pokemon in general, which, there we go, Absol. This is my favorite Pokemon for Gen 3, my favorite Pokemon overall, and I have always just really liked Absol since it came out, and it was the one that no matter how much I tried to find one in the games, or how much I tried to get the card for it, I could not. I just got an Absol card last year or the year before, because one of my Magic the Gathering friends gave it to me as a gift. So I was super happy about that. I really like dark type Pokemon, and Absol is just absolutely beautiful. Latias is my favorite Gen 3 legendary. Latios and Latias, there's practically no such thing as really choosing between them, but from the Pokemon Heroes movie, I remember liking Latias a lot more, and so I think that's the one I would go with. Latias is smaller. For some reason, I always think of Latias being the girl of the two, and there's something a little bit softer, almost more childish about Latias. Gen 4, to pick my regular favorite, was not very easy because so many Pokemon I like in Gen 4 are legendaries or somewhat legendaries. Because, for example, I wanted to choose. Let me flip to it real quick. I wanted to be able to use. I just want to make sure I'm not getting my generations mixed up. That would be embarrassing. Ha ha ha. And so I was searching through things. There's that. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because Cresselia and Darkrai are considered legendaries or pseudo-legendaries, I couldn't really go with them. So I went with Lucario. And the reason I chose Lucario, I didn't really know much about Lucario for a while, and he's a very strange looking Pokemon because he's so human-like, I guess, in a way, especially in the Lucario movie. And this is a scene from the movie that I remember, and I had kind of forgotten a little bit about Lucario, and then I started watching Blue Bomber IMO, who does Nintendo and other gameplay videos, and he uses different dressed Lucarios as his avatars, and so I was like, oh my gosh, those actually look really good. The card for Lucario I have is not that great, so seeing Lucario in better light and then watching the Lucario movie, I ended up really liking it. So if I had to pick one that was not a legendary, it would be Lucario. Now, of all the ones I could have picked for Gen 4, I went ahead and went with Shaman. Because, like I said, I like Cresselia, Darkrai, I like Arceus, I like Shaman, I like pretty much all of them. And I wasn't really able to pick out one with ease, but I really like Shaman between Shaman and Arceus. But Shaman, I like that Shaman has two forms, and they're kind of both diverse, but still so similar, so it's still definitely the same Pokemon. Just one of them's, a bit tougher, and it's almost like Shaman's almost like bipolarism going on. And then I didn't choose Arceus because there's 9 forms, and they're all fairly similar. Colors change a little bit. Maybe one part of the form changes, and its abilities change. But, Shaman is unique, and both of them are really cute, and I really like Shaman. I think it's a very nice Pokemon concept. Alright, Gen 5, I think. 5. Litwick is my favorite. I love Litwick. It was kind of a toss-up between Litwick and Joltik. Even though I chose Joltik for my favorite cute Pokemon, I don't know if he's actually my favorite for the whole generation, or if he's just the cutest Pokemon I know. But I love Litwicks. They're so cute. And I love ghost Pokemon. I don't know, I just really love Litwick. And I don't know, he's so cute. Virizion. Virizion is my favorite for Gen 5 legendaries. I could have chose one of the dragons, but honestly, I don't necessarily like them. They're kind of cool to look at, but they're not really my favorites. Whereas I love Virizion. Honestly, if Shaman were to evolve into something, I would probably think it would be Virizion. Obviously, that's not the case. I honestly don't know very much about the trio that Virizion is in, but it's something I want to look into because I really like this Pokemon. The look of it is beautiful, and it honestly reminds me a lot of Shaman, and that's probably why I like it. Gen 6 was hard because I don't know a whole lot about Gen 6 yet. Yeah. Sorry. And there's actually, I don't know, it might just be me, but it doesn't seem like there's very many Pokemon even in Gen 6 at this point. It seems like a smaller set of Pokemon to choose from, and I don't have the card for this Pokemon, really don't know too much about it, except for what its Pokédex entry is, and just some of the images I've seen of it. But this is Aurorus, I think that's how you pronounce it, and this Pokemon is so pretty. I really like the look of this one, and I've contemplated doing Pokemon concept arts before, and I've always said that there needs to be other dinosaur Pokemon that weren't just T-Rex based or Dragon-esque based, and this one here is a Bronchiosaurus, which is something I thought that the series could use, and I really like it. It's beautiful. And then my favorite legendary for Gen 6, which is one of my favorite legendaries, is Arceus. He is just super cool. Love the antlers. I got this for Christmas. This was a gift from my mom that I kind of asked her if she would get me. And I love this Pokemon so much. It's just really neat looking. I honestly think, I don't really think it's dumb that it has the big X kind of symbol across it. I actually think that's pretty clever. But I don't know. I just found the horns really fascinating, and Xerneas, I don't know what I said. I don't know if I said Xerneas or not. I meant to. If I didn't, I may have said Arceus again. Xerneas reminds me of the Forest Guardian or whatever in Princess Mononoke. Just that huge antler display just makes me think of something that's just really strong and powerful. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, and some of these were actually really hard for me to decide, between which legendary was my favorite of the set, or just which Pokemon that was non-legendary was my favorite of the set. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to comment below what some of your favorite ones are from the different generations. And my information's there up on the screen. And yeah, that's good stuff. And I'll talk to you guys next time.